Hi there, Scorpios. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl. We're looking at November 16 through November 22nd. And Scorpios, this is the last week you have the Sun and Mercury in your sign. And they actually meet up on November 17, which is the Tuesday. And they meet up this time with all systems go, because 3 times this year when Mercury's met up with the Sun, he's been retrograde, and then 3 times Mercury's been direct. And because this meetup is in Scorpio, it's a call to explore the seamy or dark undersides of commerce, travel, and communications. But do be careful because it's dark down there. Scorpios, you really get that rap of being this dark, intense, brooding person. And sometimes I think it's so, it's such a widespread belief. And then I look at Leonardo DiCaprio, and then I look at, say, Gavin Rossdale, who's kind of brooding, and, Martin Scorsese, for example, and people like that. And I think, well, they are kind of dark and brooding because we never know what any of them are really thinking. They don't really give interviews. They don't share on public media like the Leos and the Aries and the Sagittarians, who want us to know all their business, and more. And so I do think that you get that reputation, and in a way, it's something that you actually like and cling to. On a brighter note, Neptune starts to get back up to speed when it turns direct on Wednesday after being out of phase in Pisces, your fellow water sign, for 5 months. Think back 5 months. What were you hoping, wishing, and dreaming for? Because it could very well turn around in your favor over the next, couple of weeks and months, because Neptune is quite a powerful force, and a powerful force that's not necessarily in your face. That's just more of a, you dream about something and you can actually make it become real, because it's more of a vision than a dream. For the next 3 weeks, thought patterns become less analytical and more scattered, with Mercury moving into Sagittarius on Friday. But we might not care because we're also more cheerful and optimistic. This planet sign combination has a red flag because it's also a time when we're apt to make mistakes, since we're more concerned with ideas and beliefs than with details. There's another shift coming on Sunday, November 22nd, when the Sun follows Mercury out of the depths of Scorpio and into the heat of Sagittarius. The month that the Sun is in Sagittarius is a lucky period filled with faith and confidence, and it also heightens the ability to be in the right place at the right time, which is very Sagittarius thinking. This explains in part why Sagittarians are prone to taking more risk. And speaking of risks, this planetary activity in Sagittarius is transiting your second house of money and self-esteem. Keeping up with the Joneses and, making sure that your Christmas presents or your holiday or your holiday celebrations are as big and crazy as everybody else's. You know how certain areas, suburbs, have like competitions about the lights. I remember when I lived in Brooklyn in New York, Carroll Gardens, which was a large population of Italians, it was seriously, you could see that thing from space. You would just, everything was lit. Everything, the roof, the mailbox, the trees, if you had like a lawnmower, it was lit. Everything was lit up with, Mary, Jesus, and Joseph, and all that. Everyone had that, and, the nativity scenes, and reindeer, and camels. It was unbelievable. If you Google it, you'll see it. It's amazing. Carroll Gardens in Brooklyn. I'll never forget. And I think that that's very much keeping up with the Joneses, because their electricity bill must have been delivered on horse and cart. It was ridiculous. Anyway, Scorpios, use Mercury and the Sun in your sign through Friday. Have a wonderful week. Be kind to yourself. And I'll speak to you again next week. And happy birthday to those Scorpios in the last run of Scorpio.